I'm so glad I didn't screw that up in the tournament race, because I've been doing that a lot lately and just like not getting that. Maybe I should jump against the wall for that reason. The spores that the Mets are shooting? Yeah, I think they're shooting oil. I'm pretty sure that's like a little glob of oil. What's the delay for here? Like, I see a lot of the top runners just kind of delay. That's as good of a stage as I think I've ever had. Hitting the gate by the time we hit this this music loop. Oh, 03. Oh, 03. So I'm starting to finally feel it in my thumb tendon. There's the gold split. That was a really good fight. Like, you have to vaguely know the distance to be away from him and then also be shooting him anyway. Because you will just burn through his shield, but it's hard to do. You see me doing this during a race, I'm like trying to stretch something in my hand, I guess. Stretch anything, really. Because if you're against the wall, you can't miss down the gap, I guess. Same as Mega Man 9, just jump at the top of ladders and at the start of stage. Holding jump into this fight and getting ready to shoot. Don't hear the fourth thump. That's the only way I can prove that, like, jumping off the ladder is actually faster. Full jump, mid jump, full jump, full jump. Just get out of there. Just get out of there. Maybe if I'm only going to use one pump shield. Well, I have 4 right now, don't I? And more, so I could have used both. I somehow got through there. Yeah, the fried chicken is awful. I have an extra pump shield that I'm used to having, so I should have used 2. Ha! Tagged him with it. think Bull knows, because I think I still have you in my head as more just like a generic speed gaming person. Hold jump to start every stage. Just hold jump. You can full jump from the other side of the ice cube. I know the faster runners get on top of the ice cube and do like a half hop so they don't hit the spikes from there. You are one of the cool kids. That's one of the things with this game, though. It's like jump at the top of ladders, hold jump entering a stage, and you like literally save just a handful of frames every time you do it, which is all you need. Bye. Yes, just hold jump as you enter the stage. And it's actually critically important you do that if you're trying to do the Wily 1 minute. At least as it's scripted. Anytime you get locked in place, so like the spicy chicken fight's another one. Spawning from the capsules. I think in that specific instance, you can buffer a jump. I don't know if it's helpful to buffer a jump every time there. Because when you first beam into that room, like the buffered jump takes you to the edge of the platform and you end up in a really awkward spot. And you have to just kind of jump again in a weird spot anyway. So we're going to sacrifice 6 frames for science. Not holding jump. And you see like Mega Man has that startup animation to his walk. That cost me 6 frames. So that's like maybe 1/10 of a second. Same thing with like getting up off of the top of a ladder. Again, the drop's eating my weapon swapping. Stay on the left side of this truck so that Joe shoots to the left. Otherwise, that bullet will be there on the right when you finally get to the ladder. Same thing for Mega Man 9, by the way. Hold jump at whenever you beam in. Unless you have a reason not to. Just go up against the side of that wall and you're fine. There's a large drop. Mega Man immediately jumps. Got him. Tubes, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome aboard. One thing that was weird that I didn't know about in the tournament match, I accidentally found the pixel so I could shoot the ice glob on the ground and the spikes expanded into him. And I didn't realize that was going to happen, so I was just still shooting like crazy. And if you watch it, the ice glob kind of goes through him for the 20 seconds of his iframes after he thaws out. Well, no, it's just the iframes because he got hit by the spikes. And it forms more spikes underneath him while he has iframes, so you get him in an infinite. If you catch him once, you have him in an infinite. Until he decides to move, at least. See that jump? That's 6 frames. That's 6 free frames every time you start a stage in this game in Mega Man 9. 6 frames, absolutely free. All you have to do is hold jump, and you skip that little warm-up animation to walking. There's 12 stages, 13 in this game. So every time you do that, if you do that for the whole game, you save a little bit more than a second for absolutely no effort. And then again, right, every time you beam into a place where you want to walk to the right anyway, or something like that, or left, 6 frames. Anytime you're like getting to the top of a ladder, that startup animation would cost 6 frames. Jump at the top of the ladder. You're unlikely to get all 6 every time, but you know, how many ladders do you climb to the top of in this game? If you get even 3 frames every single time you do that, you're probably going to save another second, and it's for free. It's like there's basically no tech. It's just jump. Yeah, jumping at the top of ladders is a little trickier, but like I said, you have a 6 frame window to save some time, and the best part is, even if you push jump too late, like all 6 frames, and you push jump on frame 7, you haven't lost time. The only way you lose time is if you push jump too early and fall down the ladder. So yeah, just do it. It's actually also important, like I said, for this game, in Wily 1, the as-written manip that requires you to move right from the start of the stage includes holding jump when you beam in. So if you don't do that, you've lost 6 frames, and that's why your manip didn't work. Same thing with Wily 5. You gotta hold jump going to the stage. They're not jumping as soon as they get in. Mega Man 9, because same thing, right? Plugman stage. Again, global cycles. So this is what I was talking about, by the way, earlier with like this stage is kind of hard because you just have to keep switching weapons. So Plugman stage, same thing with global cycles, right? So getting that jump is 6 frames of being able to catch the cycle on that Yoku block. Jumping at the top of a ladder is, again, 6 frames at the end of that cycle for the Yoku block. So it's little things like that when you're like missing, when you're like half a second short, it's because you didn't jump. Yeah, fast weapon swapping is kind of the hardest part of this game. And it's great. Like, it really is good. It's a good problem to have. I love quick swaps. It's just making sure you know what they are. I wish I knew where exactly to shoot this missile. That was in purpose, trying to redirect it. Ha! Because I already hit him with one. He only had 1 hit point left. What a terrible fight. What a terrible fight. But killing him with the direct hit was actually pretty satisfying, even if I know that is not optimal. Oh. Yeah, I also hate the continuous jet on the last screen. That's why I just don't do it. I understand that it's probably a faster tech because you have to wait for Rush to beam in, if nothing else. But it also requires that you get the really long jumps earlier in the stage. This stage is still going to be okay because I got 2 hits. This is one ladder that's kind of hard to jump off of. Because if you don't do it right, if you jump and you don't shoot in time, you shoot over the soccer ball, and then any time you might have gained is immediately lost. Because you have to wait on the soccer ball. I'm not proud of that. Yeah, I know, right? And that's why I grabbed the health. You have a lot more room than you think under those spikes. I'm kind of starting to go with when it looks like the dot in the front of Mega Man's helmet. So like the lower part of the over the head piece is about to cross into the black shadow of the background. Right around there is when you should stop going up. Like, you have several more pixels, which is actually really good. But you should be good enough by then to also, like, be fine at the end. The thing that terrifies me is that this D-pad is terrible, and I haven't yet had the accidental up into the spikes from there, and I'm still waiting for that. So remember, just hold jump. Just hold jump. 6 frames. I just saved 6 frames. It's so easy. It's free. Literally free. That jump terrifies me. This is the Switch Pro controller. Ah, 4 tile jumps that are not in Blade Man are free. Always shoot to the left. Bum ba da dum. Off center, off center. Pump. I've been using like Blade trying to fall down there, but pump is so nice. One day I'll try using coil jet there, because I think it's slightly faster. I don't know what happens if the blocks spawn into you. It's always in the back of my mind when I'm going for that. Not the optimal version of that strat yet. But it is still faster than not doing that at all. Especially because that shield attacker on the bottom. Like, anything that gets you further to the left is good, right? Not bad. Better than PB for sure. So again, Coco, right? I know you've probably heard this before and everything else. RNG in this game, as well as Mega Man 9, I think in Mega Man 9, is determined by the number of frames that have gone by since you started the stage. Every stage starts with the same set of patterns and everything else. So, if you can get to a location in the same number of frames every time, you know what's going to happen. And usually that's damn near impossible, but in this case, I've been holding right the whole time, and I got that jump so I didn't lose 6 frames to start the stage. Hypothetically, if you didn't jump to start the stage and still did it, you'd have a known pattern, it just wouldn't be this pattern. Exactly. It's the same as the Galaxy Manip. There you go. Same deal. Doo-doo-doo. Did we establish that was your strat earlier? I love it. I hate that jump. Yep, Wily 5 is the exact same thing. Do. Any drop that you get, especially if it's for Blade, is good. You're gonna use the M-Tank anyway, so drops don't matter. Should have not used Blade there. Mostly because I could have bustered it, and it would have been fine. I hope me shooting to the music during the race was good. You can never get both of them. Here, I would love to be able to, like, swap. Yeah, and do exactly that. I need to play it like it's 11 in Impact, right? Where everything I go for, I'm hoping for the drop. Point blank range. Is M-Tank actually slower than pickups to refill things? That I didn't know. Huh. Good. This stage has a lot of stuff going on too. Dang. What kind of pattern was that game? And now we go. I should already be in the next room. Bad phoenixes. Like once the missile connects, I start assuming I don't have it and trying to climb up. So I can, if I get enough hits, I can hopefully finish with Buster. All right, let's go. The low route, I believe, is the fastest route. I'm just more comfortable staying up top. Well, there's a question of, like, what's faster? The actual use of the M-Tank or the actual collection of a drop? You know what's terrible? The Phoenix fight in this stage. Because look at the split. I'm so excited for Dr. Wily to destroy this run. There's a few spots in the stage I'm going to take intentional hits. I'm still not comfortable enough going for that. Especially because I know I'm going to use my M-Tank. Yeah, let's get that drop, right? I should really be waiting until I take out this shrimp. Iframes. See a lot of rush jet in that room. Can't blame him. So, let's talk about Block Devil. Block Devil really only has 2 variations. Does he go up or down? Otherwise, this pattern is always the same. So you just have to know when to dodge. And if you stand here on this spot, those are the only 3 blocks you have to dodge. At least until the last ones. So right around here, you stand here, and as soon as it comes in, 1, 2. I was actually really slow getting those shots off. If you do it right, if you do it fast enough, like, he'll never fire a shot. He'll? What? Who? Jump. 6 frames. It's really awkward getting up there. That's probably one of the one spots where it probably doesn't matter unless you really know what you're doing. But yeah, 6 frames every capsule you come out of. 6 frames. 6 times 8, 48 frames. You're saving most of a second here. And if it's a weapon like this where you've got to like cross the room to get in contact with him, right? Then you're also saving those frames. You're probably saving more than a second and a half over the course of the run. You're probably saving closer to like 2 or 3 seconds by just holding jump. I think the Shred is actually supposed to like stand there while he's in the lightning bolt and pummel him with the cloud shot itself. First, I was laughing about that one other weapon that hit him because it still dealt 1 point of damage, which you need to do anyway. I was afraid of how much damage that beam did, and I didn't want the answer to be 6. Who else is excited to lose this in the casino? Welcome to the Wily Casino, where the house always wins! Oh my goodness. Because I'm pretty sure this PB has like a really good Wily fight. All I can do is pick a side and jump and hope that he's there. Clock says 37. It's more than 2 seconds below, so it's a 37. Thanks, Gabriel. Thanks, Tubes. Thanks, Coco. Welcome to the 37 Club. Or are you? I really didn't like the Wily's a robot theory at first, but I kind of really just more and more love it that Wily's a robot and doesn't know it. Like every good comic book villain. Nice. This might be the first, like, super clean run I've actually had of this game in a very long time. Birds were jerks in Solar. That's probably the first really bad thing. Coco, thank you so much for the 5 bits. But then, like, these splits started strong, I think. I think I saved the time where I was supposed to save the time. Nitro had a couple of mistakes, so that could have been a couple of seconds. Blade, I didn't do the 4-tile spike jump strats, and actually the Blade fight was a mess, and I still saved time over PB. Strike was good. I think I never saw the second fist of either goalie. Sheep was good. We got the 1-cycle Octo Bulb, which I don't think was in the PB. Wily 1 was really good. Wily 2 was also really good. And that was another case of imagine if I had good birds. If I have good birds, I'm like 30 seconds up going into Wily. Block Devil could have been slightly faster, but that's a net like +0, so that's fine. Wily 4 was good. Refights was really good. And then, I mean, until I actually have a manip down, whatever happens in the Wily fight happens in the Wily fight, and I think I handled it pretty well. Imagine this being the tournament run. I'm gonna say it. I have a reputation for getting PBs in races. The problem is it's always like against somebody much better than me. So at the very least, I get to come out and say, well, I actually gave you my literal best run of this game, and it was not enough. So have fun. But that's fine. Today's runs actually felt like they were on this pace, or they were like close to it. and then like that plus 30 like Wily fight and everything else that happened. But it was like otherwise really good. Like things just got cleaner, and I love it. So I think this passes somebody. I don't think I had... no, maybe I did have the lowest 38 on the leaderboard at this point. No, this does pass one person. I'm now in a power gap. There's a 37.19 and there's a 38.04, and those times are now only separated by a 37.55, because this will be adjusted to a 55, assuming it was a 53. I usually split in about a third of a second, so I think asking for a 9/10 of a second split so I could say it was a 52 is asking a bit much. Yeah, this is a strong time. Currently 35th until yourself and several others just like storm the leaderboard. That's like the other side of having these like little tournaments, is you usually get like 2 or 3 people who join for fun, and then they actually get a good time, and then it's like, okay, cool, now we have more people who know this game. That's why like Mega Man 9 is stacked now. Yeah, this, like I said, this run was actually good. Here's the time that was lost in PB, right? It's all in here. Archives was bleh. Sheepman was bleh. And then the rest of that run finished strong anyway to PB, including this ridiculous time here. So like I know I'm actually probably now at the point I probably should learn the Wily manip so I have a consistent Wily 5. Because being able to go in there and get a time against Dr. Wily is critically important. Because it's like 20 seconds if you get a good manip. It's 10 to 20 seconds. The new Wily manip, you're going to have to show me the new Wily manip. Like, I've seen a few things. I wasn't going for a specific manip there. I've just been kind of trying to be consistent to myself. I think the actual manip for this, like, summons Rush and then walks into a mole, so that, like, again, consistent times. That way Rush is wherever Rush is, but, like, you haven't lost time waiting for Rush to beam down to the ground. The whole manip is about doing things in such a way that you can only do it in the same amount of time every time. That's the whole principle of the Wily 5 manip. Everything can be buffered. Everything else you can like work out so that you never have to change base. 2502. So that is good. So with that, I think I am going to do it. Cut out for the night. We are getting kind of close to oh my god, somebody's got a freeze for their thumbnail is a great shot of Samus fighting one of the Emmys in Metroid Dread, and it's just like the greatest of freeze frames. Thank you, Jancy. Where is it? Great Jahan. We're going to Great Jahan. Raid Great Jahan, who's also playing Mega Man 10, who is also in the Mega Man 10 tournament. Great Jahan is racing Siberian Bull on February 4th, which is this Friday.